Hi guys, Shinigames here today, welcome back to my channel. We are back with the Sims 4 challenge build, and today we are going to set ourselves a challenge of renovating this apartment in San Myshuno, but we're going to do it with a twist. We are going to do it by using a colour picker wheel to pick a colour for us, and then go into Pinterest and doing the first result that our search comes back with. It sounds complicated, I'm not very good at explaining. We'll get into it and you shall see. So first of all, we're going to do the renovation. So currently have a bathroom here as you walk in, and then a big open kitchen, living room, and 2 bedrooms. One of them is a lot bigger than the other one, which I personally don't think is fair. So I'm kind of thinking what we're going to do is we're going to come in. Let's remove everything so we've got a blank slate. Let's start there. Everything is gone, and I've just added in some lights so we can see. Things I can't remove though are like this electrical stuff, I guess, and the mouse holes. It won't let me remove those, so we'll leave those. And I've left the walls up just so we can see what was here and see kind of what we want to do. I don't think I want to change too much. Like I said, I'd like to switch this so there is 2 bedrooms on this side, and then I kind of want to have, that's basically all I'm going to do, I think. And then I kind of want to have this room over here as maybe like an office or skills room. I think that would be fun. I might just extend that way, just so we've kind of got a little bit more room here. And yeah, I think we're going to do that. Depending what colours we get for each thing, we might like change that. But yeah, let's do that. Let's go over to colour wheel. And I think we're going to start with the kitchen, because that is the first room. So this is our colour wheel, and on it I've added every colour that is filterable in The Sims 4. So you have red, yellow, pink, green, blue, orange, purple, black, white, light brown, dark brown, and grey. Let's give it a spin and see what colour our kitchen is going to be. Drum roll. I feel like we need a drum roll sound effect. So our kitchen is going to be blue. Okay, cool. That will be fun. So let's hide that choice so it doesn't come back up again and head back over to Pinterest. So what we're going to do now is type in a blue kitchen, and the first search result is going to be our kitchen, and I think it's going to be this one. Okay, I love it. I think that's so moody, and yeah, that's definitely my aesthetic. Let's go make it in The Sims. Okay, so for the floors, we have some very rough looking wooden ones. I think I'm going to come in with these ones from Jungle Adventure. The wood isn't quite the same, but I feel like the texture is. So we're going to go with that one. Or we could try these ones from Cats and Dogs, but I think that's too far off. Actually, I changed my mind. I think I might come in with these ones from Cottage Living. I think the colour is slightly closer, and we still have like that floorboard design. Yeah, let's do those. And then for the counters, I feel like these ones, again from Cottage Living, are quite close with the colour. But the only thing is, none of our blue swatches, actually these ones do. These have a dark brown top. I think they're the only ones. Everyone else has white or grey. The cupboard isn't. The ones in the picture seem a little bit more modern, but I might go with these just because they have the dark countertop. Okay, and this wraps around the whole kitchen. So let's add that in. And then we have a sink here, and it's kind of like a farmhouse sink. So I might leave a gap for that and see if we can go off and find one. And that's it. It only comes up to here. So I'm going to leave it there, and we can possibly extend the living room into it. So let's see if we can find like a farmhouse style sink. And this is it. This is the sink, but that is the other swatch of it. So maybe we'll have to get rid of that and just go for a normal sink in a counter. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to go with these ones because the sink fits better. The counters, like the cupboards, aren't a direct match, but the sink definitely fits better. And then for the walls behind here, we kind of have a white tile, but it still has that blue, which I don't know if we have. I don't know if we have white tiles with blue colour above it, so we might just have to go for white on the tiles and then add blue in everywhere else. So I think I'm going to come in with these ones, which are from the new base game expansion, and I'm just going to pop those there. And then on the other walls we will just do a very dark blue, and there's no trim or anything, it just looks like it's solid colour. So I'm going to do that to there, and then I might actually extend this here because I can't see a fridge or an oven, so we're going to have to like put those in. So we could put the fridge in here. And I think I'm going to go with this one because I think it kind of matches the kitchen. And then I'm just going to pop the oven here since we don't know where that goes. Okay, and then around the whole wall they have some shelving, so let's go and grab that. So this shelving is like slightly industrial looking, so I think I'm going to come in with these ones from base game, and I don't have a swatch that matches the countertop exactly, so I'm just going to come in with these, maybe these ones. They are slightly darker than what they've got, but they match our counters, and their shelving match the counters, so I think we're going to do that. And they're not very long. I think maybe they've got 3 across, and then they've got an extra one here. Okay, and there is so much clutter in here. There is just clutter everywhere, which looks mad. They have something on the wall here, and I can't tell what it is, so I might come in and add in like a stove hood. Maybe, I mean, it doesn't make sense for it to be over here, but maybe it's just like some sort of unit, and it kind of looks like it goes all the way across. It's quite wide, so I'm gonna add in like 3 of them there. And then for their light, they have, it kind of looks like this one or something similar to this. There's definitely like 2, and one of them looks like this texture, so we're going to do that. And then we just need to add in a bunch of clutter, I think, and a table over here. So for the door into the bathroom, I'm just going to add this single one here, and then I'm going to pop another one here. So we have room for a table, and I can't really see what table they have. It looks fully wooden. So let's see if we can find one that kind of matches. I might use this one from base game because it kind of has that industrial look that'll go with the shelves. And then for the chairs, they just look like they are a wood. So we can just come in, maybe we'll find one that, like a wood that matches the table, and use that. Okay, I think I'm just going to come in with these pretty basic base game tables and add those in, and then like tuck it away in this corner. Yeah, okay, and there is 2 rugs that I can see, like you can just see like a corner of them. So one is a light brown rug that is here, and then there is a blue rug under here. So let's go and find the light brown one first. So for the light brown one, I'm going to use this one from base game, and I've just sized it down, and I'm just going to kind of pop it off to the side there. Our kitchen is slightly longer. I think they've got like half a unit here, but since our kitchen room is slightly longer, I'm going to leave it. And then for their blue one, again, you can't really see. It kind of looks like it's got some sort of pattern on it though. So I'm going to try and find a square-ish rug. Maybe this one. It kind of looks like it's got... Yeah, okay, cool. And then I might just bring this out slightly just so it's a little bit more centered. Okay, so I've just come in and added a little bit of clutter, a little bit. So I've cluttered up all these shelves with some stuff. I've added some to the countertops, not too much, these Sims can still cook. I've added a bin down there, a plant to the table, and then a couple of clocks because they've got some. And I think that is about it. They do seem to have an alcove here where they've got stuff, but obviously we have a door so we can't really do that. But I think we've kind of got the vibe going. So let's move on to the living room. Okay, let's give it a spin and see what colour we're going to get for the living room. And I hope it goes with blue. I think most of these will go with blue. So let's see. Green. Okay, green and blue go. Cool. So we have a green living room. So let's go and type that in. So our first search result for a green living room. I think this is an ad. So yeah, we're not going to use that one. It's going to be this one, and that looks awesome. I can't wait to make it. Okay, so for the floor, I can't actually really see it. It kind of looks wooden though, so I might bring this through and just have this like all the way through, connecting these 2 colours, like these 2 rooms together. And then I'm also going to come in and pick up green for the wall, just so that we can get that done. And it is a very dark green, so I might go with this one from base game. I think this swatch is slightly bluer. Yeah, so let's go with this one from base game. And then just to add some cohesiveness to the build, I might, this is creative liberty, so let me know if you don't want me to do this in future, but I might just add a couple of pillars just so we can have that like division, I guess. Okay, so their sofa is very much, it looks like a velvet sofa. Unfortunately, we don't have this one. I do have this one from Horse Ranch, which kind of is probably the closest I'm going to get in terms of the dark shade. We have this one, but this is slightly smaller. So I think we'll go with this one. And then we need a yellow armchair. So for the armchair, there's kind of like a mustard yellow, but in the Sims, the yellow is very much a sun yellow. But I might bring this one in from Werewolves because I think the yellow shade is correct. It's not the right style, but I think we can do something with this. And I'm going to pop it there. Their living room is a lot smaller than ours, so we're going to have to kind of jig around some stuff to make it all look good. And then they have a glass oval coffee table between them, so I'm going to come in with this one from base game. And then in the corners, they seem to have a lot of like end tables, so let's go see what we can find for those. So the top of the one here, it kind of looks like I think it's rattan texture, but we don't have that. So I'm going to come in with this wooden one. It has like the metal legs like that one has and the light wood top. So I'm going to come in with that one. That's from Eco Lifestyle. And then over here, honestly, I can't tell you what's going on. I just know that there looks like a lot of end tables. One of them kind of looks blue. So I might bring this one in from high school years at the front. And then I'm just going to grab... They all look odd, so I'm going to kind of bring out some others that I think will kind of go. I might actually use this one instead of this one because I think it's going to match a little bit better. This one is from Growing Together, I think. And then I'm just going to bring in a collection of others just to fill up this space behind. Okay, we kind of have a little bit of a selection. So we have this one from Growing Together. This one is from Horse Ranch. This one here is just base game, and then this one here is from For Rent. And we're just going to put loads of plants on them because I think that's all they've got on them. And I think that's really all I can see in this picture. So let's kind of clutter this up and see what we're going on. So for their blinds, they have kind of got it very simple, and they just seem to have like some like this from Get to Work. They just look like simple blinds. And then on the wall, they have a collection of photos with like they are mismatched frames, so I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and I'm going to bring out some of these ones that kind of are a little bit more ornate in the frame, and I'm just going to make sure to get some in like different orientations. We'll size some down, we might size some up, and we'll just kind of get a collection of photos going on over here. I don't think they have anything particular. I can see some people, I can see some that maybe just look like scenery. So I think we're kind of free to just play around here and see what we can come up with. Okay, so I think for this one I've done this. I've added in this bookshelf here because they have a vertical bookshelf. So I've done with that. And then I think there's just a lot of plants around. So let's maybe come in and add some of those. I might see if we've got anything in like wall decorations we can add to fill the gap. We do have this space over here though that we need to fill. But it kind of looks like they might have like some plates and stuff on the wall, like not necessarily pictures, but more just like decorative things. So I'll see what else I can pull out to bring it all together. So I've come in and added so many plants. I've like stacked them a little bit. I've added a couple to the wall here, as well as a couple of bits of wall art, and then the 2 hanging plants. I only have 2, so unfortunately that is all I can use. So then for the light in here, they seem to have kind of a big chandelier going on. Like maybe even something like this. Yeah, like above the coffee table. I'm not sure if I have another one. There is this one from Vampires, but this has got candles on it, so I think this is better style. And there's also a rug underneath, and it's kind of got red tones in it, so I might filter by red and just kind of see what colours we can get, like what rugs come up. It's a bit of an older rug. It might even look like this actually. That might be a bit too red, but it's very similar to that. That is the correct shape. It's very rectangular. But then we also have these ones from Get Famous, who are a little bit more worn, which I think might match it slightly better. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. There's also this one from Werewolves, which I thought was a possibility. But I think I'm going to go this one because it has like that border. So that is basically it. There's a couple of things actually that I've just noticed that I want to add. So let me just go find those. So I've seen that on the sofa there are actually a couple of yellow pillows. So I'm going to add those using these cushions here. And honestly, I look at these all the time. I don't know what kit they're from. I think they were just a freebie. I think we all got them, but I don't know what that symbol means. So if anybody knows, feel free to comment it below and put me out of my misery. So when I'm talking about them, I could actually tell you where they're from. But I think that they are just they were just a base game update. And then there is one on here as well. This is like a bit of a textured one. I don't think these come in textured. So we're going to have to kind of go with, it's kind of like a reddy colour. There's two, aren't there, like that match? I might just do it like that. Okay, and that is our living room. So we have two choices now, and I'm going to make the decision because I'm the only one here. But let me know what you think I should do in the future. So we have two options for like this bit of the room. We could either take the vibes of this room and just extend it, or we could re-roll and get like a different living room and just extend it over here. For the sake of this one though, I'm going to extend the vibes and keep them going in this direction just to fill it out. Obviously, if the living room was slightly bigger, I would just do that. But since our living room, we didn't have like a massive view of it, it's kind of smaller. I'm going to do this, but let me know if you would have rathered I rolled again and we could have like done something else over here. So I'm going to fill it in with a sofa and possibly just some more plants and stuff to kind of fill out the space. I'm going to try and use different heights because I think that they have a lot of different heights going on. So I'm just going to bring some stuff out and kind of see what we can get going on. So I've just added some, not too much, I've added a light behind the TV, which is quite low, you can't really see it. Another hanging plant behind it with a different swatch. A bookcase, loads of plants here. I found this is one of my favourite, this mushroom one. So I thought this fit the room, so I had to add that. And then like a little cluster over there. And I didn't want to add in a second rug because we have this rug and I don't want to make that bigger. I kind of didn't want to add to this or modify this. So we just have a bit of an open space, which I think is fine. So that is our green living room, and oh my god, I love it. I think it's so cool. This living room is right up my street. I would have this in my house. So I think next we will go on to the bathroom, and then we've kind of done the front of the house. Okay, so let's spin to see what colour for the bathroom we are gonna get. And this could be wild because it doesn't like it doesn't need to match with anything, so we can go completely crazy in here. And it's gonna be dark brown, I believe. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go back over to Pinterest and search a dark brown bathroom and kind of see what comes up. Ooh, look at that. Is this an ad? Oh, it is. I'm going to have to click. Yes. Okay, this is our bathroom, which, hello, I like it. It's very copper. I don't know what, that floor scares me. And also, I'm not going to lie, the walls kind of do. Interesting. Okay, let's go. Okay, so for the floor, I don't know what we're going to do. So it's definitely a tile, or it could be a stone, but I don't know what colour to search for together. It's kind of like a blue and an orange. Maybe we can come in with this one, or even one of these. Maybe something like that. Like, I know the colours are off, but I feel like the texture is kind of there. Yeah, I think we'll do that one. And then for the walls, I would say they are blue. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say this bathroom is dark brown at all. But this is what Pinterest gave us. This is what we are going to do. But, yeah, it's very much blue and copper, I would say, rather than dark brown. But let me know if you'd class this as dark brown. Maybe we can find something in stone that will match. Okay, so the tile is proving to be slightly difficult. I don't actually have anything that matches it at all. This blue one here is basically the only blue tile I've got. I feel like this one matches the shape better, and it also, maybe we should go with this one, but it's just so blue. It does match the shape though, and it has like the different colour blues, so let's go with that one. And it's kind of is a lot brighter, but I think the pattern is the same. So then they have a sink, and their sink is kind of like this, where you can see like some of the piping underneath it. So I'm going to go with this one, and I'm just going to make it white. And then to the side here they have a toilet. I'm going to go to those filters, and again I'm just going to go with this white one and pop it there. And then they don't have a shower, but we're just going to have to add one that I think fits. So I might come in with this one from Snowy Escape and add that in, because it's kind of copper, so it kind of is matching. And I feel like these pipes are very on theme for this bathroom, which is good. And then they do have a gold mirror above the sink. It's very kind of a clean gold mirror, but it's kind of like, when I say clean, it's like simple, I mean. But it does have some sort of frame around it. We could maybe go with this one. Theirs is a bit squarer, but let me have a look. Okay, I think I'm going to come with this one, and I've kind of just changed the swatch to this, which is the closest to copper I can find. And then on the walls, they have 2 lamps either side of that, which are like bare bulb. I don't know if I have that. Our closest is possibly this. So we can put 2 of those either side like that. And they have the copper on them, so I think that kind of matches. I've actually swatched out the mirror for this one for Get to Work. I think the size looks a bit better than the other one. I think the other one was like looking a bit weird. I know it's not from Get to Work, sorry. It's from Get Together. Okay, and then they have another light in here, which again is a bare bulb. And I do think I have one of those. I think Laundry Day came with one of those. Yes, here we go. I can use that and pop it there. And then let's see if it has like... I feel like a copper swatch isn't very... common in The Sims. I can find a gold swatch, but copper, not many. And they do have a copper bin by the sink here. Again, don't know if we're going to find copper, so we might have to like compromise with something. Maybe this one and size it down. Yeah, I think that could work. And then they have a blue towel on the wall. So let's go see what we can find for that. I might use this one from Get Together. Yeah, I think that's our best bet. And that's basically it. We have a very narrow view. I lied, actually. There seems to be a shelf above the toilet. Let's go see what we can find for there. I don't know if it's a shelving unit. It kind of looks like a shelf and then it comes down slightly and there's something above it. But don't think I could tell you what it is. I might try zooming in on the picture and seeing if I can get a better view. But there is something above here, so we could maybe make our own and get like this black shelf in and pop it there. I tried zooming in and I couldn't tell you what that is. I don't know. It looks like it's... I was going to think maybe it's a dressing gown, but it looks like it's like hard. It looks like it's an actual object, so I don't know. And then on top of this shelf, I'm just going to add in some bathroom clutter, I think. So we'll maybe add like this scent pod and then like these smellies. And I don't think there's much else in here. I mean, we do have a bit of room, so we could add stuff, but I don't know what to do now. I don't know whether we should probably do what we did in the living room, where we extend it onto the theme, and then if we all agree for next time, I could maybe roll again if there's more room. But let's add a copper bath in here to get at least some copper vibes going. I'm just going to add in this plain white bath mat because the tile is quite crazy, so I don't want to add in too much. I think it'll look a bit weird. And I think that's all I'm going to do in here. I might actually just add these, if I move this door across slightly, we can add in this laundry stuff, just so that they've got somewhere to do their laundry. It does clip slightly, but I believe that's still usable, and I can't move this pipe. So yeah, I'm just going to add that into the corner. And I don't want to add too much because obviously I don't want to go off that picture. But yeah, that is our bathroom, and honestly, I couldn't tell you how I feel about it. I feel like it's not great, but that's what we got. Okay, so now let's do one of the bedrooms. Let's do the master bedroom next. Okay, let's pick a colour for the master bedroom. And I wonder what we're going to get. We are going to get purple, it looks like. Okay. So I'm going to just type in purple bathroom. Nope, purple bedroom. Rather than like purple master bedroom. And we'll just see what comes up. Ooh, look at these. Okay, it's kind of gothic. That is creepy. Okay, let's head over and recreate it. So let's add in a... Oh no. I haven't left myself room for a door. I think what I'll do is move this. We're going to need to figure out the living room as well. This is why I shouldn't remove doors. This is why I normally leave the doors all in. Okay, let me fix this. I've shuffled the kitchen around, just got rid of one counter. And then I've just rearranged that slightly. So we could probably add in some more above here. But just so we've got those 2 doors in. So we can work from there. Okay, so for the floor, I honestly can't tell you what it is. There looks to be something purple and there also looks to be something brown. I can't tell what is the floor and I can't tell what is the rug. So I think we'll see if there's a purple carpet and we'll go with that. Because I think it looks like there's something purple. So maybe we'll go with this one. Or we could go with this. I mean, this one just doesn't look very nice. The shade is probably more correct, but I feel like this one looks a bit more plush for a bedroom. And then this room, I feel like this is the first room we've got where the room is 100% that colour. Like the living room was green, but there was a lot of other colours, whereas this is just purple. There's hardly anything else. So I'm going to go with this bed from Base Game. And then they do have a dark brown bedside table next to it. I think for that I might go with this one from Horse Ranch because it kind of looks a bit textured, theirs does. And there's like a little drawer on the front which mimics that. And then here they have kind of behind their bed, but we'll just put it here. They have some sort of black table. So I might just come in with this one from Base Game because theirs doesn't look very, it's very normal, I guess. There's nothing really much going on with it. It's just very simple. And then above that, they do have a mirror. So let's see if we can find one that can fit. I'm going to go with this one from Base Game because it's very square and it's very simple. Again, I don't know if I think this image is AI. So again, we've picked it, so I'll go with it. But in future, I need to have a better look at them. Okay, and then on the bed, they do have like a collection of different pillows. So I'm just going to add in a bunch. This is mostly black and textured though. So we're only going to have this one type, but I might add in some like grey ones and then possibly some white ones because one of the pillows is like black and white, so maybe we can like bring in some other colours. I just coloured a couple of them. One's grey, white, and then a purple one. Let's try and figure out what this light looks like. It kind of looks like a cobweb. I think we do have a crackled one, I believe. I don't know if I'm making that up. That could possibly fit. I think I was thinking of this one. It doesn't fit though. So we could go with this one and like the rope could be the cobwebs. Or we could go with this one. I feel like the first one and the rope. No, I changed my mind. Let's go with this one. I think that's the most cobwebby. And then they have some stuff on the walls. Just pictures, posters, like that kind of stuff. So let's add in all of that. It looks like they've got some like these kind of thing at the top, so I'm gonna add in these from Seasons up here to like recreate that, and then maybe if I can find like a purple banner, I'll add that on too. Okay, so I've just added in some like basic posters to the walls. I kind of tried to find some that were a bit creepy, so this has like skulls on it. These are just purple. They have some vinyls and stuff in the corner, so I've added that there. This one is just like skulls and stuff. So I've added that. And then on their end table, honestly, again, couldn't tell you what's on there. So I think we'll just add a light. Because I can see something glowing. And then possibly next to it is a plant. So I think we can go with any of these. I don't think, since we can't see it, we just kind of have to go off the vibe of the room. So I might go with this one. Actually, I'm going to go with this one. Let's get in one of these like oldish, like vintage lamps. This is from Petster. No, this is from Cats and Dogs. And then I'm going to pop it next to it and then find a flower to just like go on the other side. And then for the flower next to it, I'm just going to go with this one from Paranormal Stuff. But I'm just going to like, or from Paranormal Packs, I'm just going to move it over a bit. And then there's something lying here, but honestly couldn't tell you what it is. And then here they have a bunch of candles. So I'm going to go find some of those. They have different like height candles too. So maybe we'll get in some of these ones. We'll get in one of those. Maybe like these ones for the different heights. And just kind of fill this with some candles. Okay, so I just pulled out some stuff. I pulled out this from Horse Ranch. It has like sage on it, and I imagine this sim is kind of into that sort of stuff. And then this one is from Dine Out. This one is from For Rent. This one is from the Bathroom Stuff Kit, I believe. Everyday Clutter. And then this one is just from Base. Oh no, this is from Get Together. Okay, cool. And that is kind of all we can see, like that corner. Obviously, we have more room, and I have also completely forgotten that we need to paint the walls. So let's find a purple paint. This kind of just looks plain. So I might come in. I feel like this is too purple, and this is not purple enough, but it's dark. Maybe this one. We'll just kind of have to come in with that one. Yeah, Okay. And then over here, we do have some space. Obviously, we don't have anything for the photo, but I'm just going to put in a dresser. For a dresser, I think I'm going to do this one from For Rent because I think it's a bit different and I think it matches the room. And then I might also give them this like draw unit from Realm of Magic just next to it, so they've got something. And then I might just add a second mirror into this gap. And then on the floor, I might just find a rug. Because we kind of have to take creative freedom here because we don't have this part of the room on the... Let's do a purple rug to match. On the photo. So again, this is kind of where we need to decide if the first photo doesn't like fill the room, do we roll again or do we like go to the second picture for like the rest of the stuff. Okay, and then on here, I'm just going to see if I can find some creepy stuff that I think will match the room. Okay, so I've just added in some like little figures, like these, a pumpkin in the corner, these two painted ones, a gnome with a birthday cake, so a cat figure, a teddy, and then just some dried flowers. And I think that's that for this one, but I do need to just shuffle the living room around because I put the door in the wrong place. So give me 2 minutes to do that. Okay, so what I've done actually is I couldn't juggle the living room around to make it fit. So I've just made this room a little bit smaller, so the door is over here. So we can kind of, I'll juggle this around to like make it fit better. And then I guess this is our biggest bedroom, but we'll just see what we get. So let's go and spin the wheel. So for our second bedroom, we are going to get, drum roll please, dun 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 dun. Ooh, is it going to be grey or light brown? Grey. Okay, cool. I feel like we've had quite dark room so far. I feel like this is going to be a very millennial grey. Ooh, maybe not. I thought it was going to be very like B&M chic, like kind of like this. But okay, I think this is an ad. Yes. What is this? This is going to be our bedroom then. I actually really like that. It looks really cool. So for the floor, we have a light wooden brown colour. And the tiles are kind of zigzaggy. And I think this one, that's the floor perfect. And then for the walls, they kind of look stone or maybe concrete. So let's see what we can find for that. So the walls kind of look something similar like this. So they've kind of got that texture. So I think I'm going to do those. I'm going to keep the window here because I think it works with the room. We could just put those lights either side and then the bed will be here. The bed I'm nervous about because that looks very plush and we don't have a plush bed like that in the game. Okay, so for the bed I'm going to go with this one. And it doesn't match completely, but it has kind of like the throws on it and the pillows. So I think that is our best match. And then for the lamps on either side, they kind of stick out. Maybe like we could go with these in gold. Let me put those and then we'll see if we can find something that's going to fit it a little bit better. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to have to do that because we have like an issue where the ones that come out of the wall and like are protruding, they're the other way around, they're like the wrong way. And they're very old, the ones that do face the right direction. So I think we're going to have to go with those. And there, I can see that there's two tables either side of the bed. I can't see what they are though. We have such a limited like glimpse of them. So I'm just going to have to pick something that I think goes with the room. We could maybe do these ones from Snowy Escape on either side. And then this one here has a very tall flowers on it. And I think there's something similar to that in the game. Let me go find it. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. This is kind of the only one I can see that has like the roundness at the top. And then we might just keep it in like the original swatch. And then here, there kind of looks like there's some sort of dried grass. And again, I don't know if we have that in the game. We have that, but it's quite small. Okay, for the dried grass, I'm going to go with this one. Theirs looks like it's on a windowsill, but I might add a dresser and add it onto that. So I'm going to leave it there for now. And then the only other thing that I can see is they have a very fluffy rug. And the only fluffy rug we have is this one, I believe, which I don't think is going to work. I'm going to see if we can find something else, though, that might match. Okay, so we have this one, which is very small. I don't know why it's so small, but I'm just going to size it up. It's from City Living, this one, and I'm just going to kind of pop it under the bed there. And that's kind of all we can see. So we are free now to come in and do what we want. I'm gonna go to light brown and see if I can find a dresser. I think this one actually, like immediately finds it, might match. And then I'm gonna put that on there. And then I might see if we can find some matching end tables just to replace these ones with. So I've just added in a few bits. I've added in a light on each of the end tables because in the picture I can kind of see a glow. And I assume it's from a light, so I've just added those. I've added in this wardrobe from For Rent. It's in a grey swatch. It kind of looks white, but it is grey. And then just a little plant next to it. And then I added in the matching For Rent dresser over there with a plant on it, a chair, and just some art on the wall. Because I didn't want to add too much. I feel like this room is kind of minimalist. So I didn't want to add a whole bunch. And then our last room to do is this one, which is going to be a skills room. So I might just search for skills room and guess I see what comes up. Okay, so let's see what colour our skills room is going to be. And it is going to be, drumroll, orange. Okay, that's cool. I do like orange. And then, yeah, I'm just going to type in, I mean, rather than typing in like office or something, I'm just going to see what skills room gives us. Okay, so for skills room, we are getting this one, I guess. I mean, this is very much a sofa and it's also an ad. It's very much an office, so I'm not going to use this one. But we can go off this one, and it is an orange cyberpunk skills room. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see what colour everything is because of the neon glow. So I think I'm either going to do black or white for the floor and the ceiling. I mean, the floor and the walls. And then when we come in with the neon lights, I'll just see which option kind of looks the best. I think underneath the desk there I can see carpet. So I'm just going to leave that carpet apparently. And then on the walls, I'm just going to add in probably just some... this one, which is just white from base game. And then once we've added in the lights, we'll kind of see how it's looking. So we're gonna, I might put it here. I might say that this view is what we can see there, and we'll tuck the desk away in this corner, and then we'll like expand on it behind me. So their desk to me looks like it's like a light brown. It has a light brown underneath with a darker top. I don't believe we have that, so I think I'm just gonna come in with this one from High School Years because it has the drawers on this side which match. And then for the desks, I think we have to use this one with the curved screen. And then we can, for the chair, I think I'm just going to use this one. Or we could come in with like this black gamer one. I wish it like just as plain one. Okay. And then I'm going to shuffle this along slightly, because here they have some shelves unit, so it kind of looks like it's like this type of unit where it's like the grid. So I'm gonna add this in, and then I'm gonna make it all white. Okay, cool. And then I can't tell what's here, so I might just leave that. This has a bunch of clutter on it. There is a shelf here, but I might get some neon lights in first and see what we've got going on for that. So if we search for like specifically neon lights, some come up. Obviously they're not going to be the same, but I might just come in and add some of these onto the wall and kind of just get a little cluster going here. Theirs aren't like signs, theirs are very much like shapes, but again, we don't have that. So, well, I don't. If anybody does have that, let me know what pack it comes from, because I would like to have that. And then to go with that, I might come in with these and see if I can like size them down and then make like a grid, like a shape with them to kind of mimic the triangles that they've got. So maybe we'll like come in with them and like stack them like this. Okay, so I've done that there, and then I've added these strip lights from, I think they're from Get to Work. Yeah, underneath the shelf there, and then also underneath the desk to mimic what they've got going on. I have changed these ones to red because there is some red going on, but it's not very bright. You can't really tell it's red. So yeah, and these ones here are orange. I'm then going to come in and just add a couple of bits onto their shelf. So they kind of look like they might have a plant, and then just some figures, I think that is. There is a plant, this one, which isn't like a trailing plant, but it's a trailing starter plant. So I'm going to add that there. And then I might come into lights, this one, and get this from High School Years and like add it onto the shelf. Like that, I just gave it a black base to mimic like that Xbox or like the PlayStation bar, because we don't have one of those. And And then I wonder if there's another light that I could pop up there that kind of looks like an LED or neon. Maybe we could go for this one. And then again, they just have another plant next to that. So I'm just going to add in, we don't have another trailing plant, so I might just add in maybe this one. Like that, I think. And then they do have some sort of trellis, like here. I don't know if we have any of that. We have like these, so I might add one of these. The others are ladders, which I don't think we should add. I might kind of add it in a diagonal. Just there in the corner. And then on the desk, to be honest, I don't really have a lot because I've got so many screens. I might see if I can raise up some like TV screens or like angle these so we can like mimic them having multiple screens. Okay, yeah, just something like that. I just pushed them back a little bit so they weren't like so close. And yeah, and then on here, I'm just going to add it with like some trinkets, maybe some like just like toys. They kind of looks like action figures, so I'm gonna see what I can find and pull out of all that. Okay, we don't have a lot for figures, and these have snap points, so you can't use like the shelf trick to maneuver them because this is the shelf I use for the shelf trick. So I've just kind of come in and added some figures and stuff into there, and I think that's it. I can't see any sort of rug going on underneath, so I think that's it for that. So I might do another search and we'll see what we can get going on the other side, because I feel like that photo doesn't really give me much to go off for the rest of the room. So we'll go to the second picture for the next one. Looking at all these again, these are all very officey, and that's kind of what we've got given here. So I might try a different prompt to bring up something else. So I might type in orange craft room. Ooh, and see if that brings up something a little bit different. Okay, so is this our first one? Yeah, okay. So this is going to be the vibe for the rest of the room. Okay, so I'm going to leave that corner kind of as it is, and then I'm going to introduce some orange wallpaper for the rest of it to kind of match our new picture. So I might choose this one, and I might kind of divide it like this. And then up to there. And then I wonder if we can kind of move this up, or we could do the trick where we used, let's do a beam. Let's add in maybe, yeah, let's add in one of those just to kind of divide why we're changing colours. And then we already have a desk, so I don't want to fit in another desk, but we'll go off that image and add some stuff in. So I would say the room is very bright, so maybe let's just go into skills and see what skills we think they should have in here. I'm thinking maybe a chess set, so we could add in, I don't believe there's going to be an orange chess set, so we could add in a white one which kind of matches the computer side, and then we'll turn it around and pop it there, and then we'll get in a chair, and we'll try and put in an orange one to go either side. So I'm thinking maybe this one, because that is very bright. And then, or we could even do this one. Oh my god, should we do that one? I feel like that is furry. Does it click to it? Does. I think we have to do this one. I think that just matches the room. The room is funky, that chair is funky. And then they have some plants and stuff. So I'm going to filter this by orange and white because the bases of those are white, and see if I can get a big plant to go in this corner. So I think I'm going to come in with this one from Dine Out and just add that there. And then I'll add loads of art and stuff to that side. And then on this side, we could maybe just do like a hangout zone. So I could maybe use this sofa from Base Game. Actually, I'm going to swap it to this one from High School Years because I think it's a bit different and it matches the vibe. And then I'm going to add in a little end table. Maybe just this one from Base Game. Just like something a bit square. We can move that across and it can fit there. And then I think we just need to add in a lot of plants again. And then also some artwork on the walls. Okay, so in this corner I've just added in the sofa, and then I've added in this painting of like the mountains from Seasons. I've added in an orange plant because I think that's very fitting, and then just a bunch of orange flowers onto this end table. And then over here on the gallery wall I just added in any orange art I could find. So this is, I like this, it's kind of like green and orange like zombie thing. I think that's really cool. And yeah, that is the final room, and that is our last room. We are all done. Let me know what you think of this challenge. I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, we're not going to look at that bathroom or speak about the bathroom because the bathroom went south a bit. But I think the rest turned out really good. But obviously this is a different style of video to what like my normal speed builds. So everybody let me know what you think of it. Let me know if I should do any other challenges. If you have any other challenges that you want me to do, feel free to comment them below and I'll definitely get to them because I just really enjoy a challenge build. I just found them super fun. But yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.